Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Matt with Green Bar Trading. So I'm going to do something a little different for today's video. I'm going to go through the morning here. So I'm going to try to make this, as live a type of recording as possible. I know that might sound weird, a live recording, but this is me going through everything in real time and then just reporting it. So just practicing, to get ready to start streaming live, which is obviously something that the channel is going to start to do, at some point. So I want to go through, what I'm looking at this morning, how I start my morning, and it's always with the futures charts. So that's what I like to look at. I also have up here on a separate monitor, I have our Discord and I have Twitter going with all the news feeds that I like to watch. It's very good for breaking news. So, it'll be a little bit different pace today. Now, yesterday, I'm going to start here because this is the thesis for the entire day today was posted yesterday at 4:47 p.m. This is, right after the market closed. We closed on the Qs. We hit a high here, running into a trend line that I posted before this, telling people, if you're going to get long here for a hold overnight, be careful. We're coming right up against this trend line. Until we break, I'm going to be bearish. So I wrote, this seems like a pullback tomorrow. Now, at this point, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. But until the market proves to me otherwise, that's just what I have to go on. And also here on the S&P 500 futures, I said the same thing. I'm calling for more downside. Potentially, a 10% correction would be around 4,100. 4,200 is a trend line that goes back quite a way. So, that's just what I was looking at. And this is what I alert all our members to. And also over here, this is from today. These are the levels, that are obviously clear, very good levels to potentially take trades off of. If you join our Discord, you'll learn and know more about these. They are really, really good to know. So that's what we did here. And, a lot of the talk yesterday was about where do we see the market going today. So we have some questions here. VJ's outlook is still, actually, I don't know what that was, but he asked what we think. So I wrote, this is what I posted. Nobody knows for sure, but we're all in here as a community trying to put this puzzle together as a group. So until the market proves itself to me, there's no reason to be bullish. So I'm bearish. Okay. That is what I am until the market starts to break these trend lines that I show. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, using technical analysis. So this is the Qs coming into today. Right here is where I posted, we're running up into that trend line for everybody to be careful. We're now down $7 a share on the Qs, which means the bears, the sellers are in control at the moment. That doesn't mean that at some point we can't bounce off of this 350 level. We do have a trend line that we're coming into here. So It's just a little scary to be holding some things overnight. That's all, that's all basically I like to alert to people. Until we break these trend lines, you don't really feel comfortable at that point. So it's just the way it goes. I always keep whatever I'm drinking, I try to keep away from me. I have way too much electricity and technology and electronics over here and wires. I don't want to be spilling anything around my computer. So I keep my drink as far away as possible. So, just some different things that we're looking at. Okay, so that's the cues. We want to go and look at the futures here. This is the S&P 500 futures. If we go into the day, we see a very sharp drop at 3 a.m. This is the European Open. The markets over there are crashing today. Yes, they are crashing. They're all down over a point, and in some cases 2%, not a point, 1%, and in some cases 2%. After our market had a huge green day yesterday, to see no follow through in the European markets today and this morning, that is even more bearish. Because a lot of times they will, piggyback off our market the day before. If we have a huge green day, over there you'll see some people, the US is doing well, let's get in there and buy. Well, it tanked. And you have the 10-year treasury at highs that we haven't seen since June, cracked through the 1.50. It's at 1.54% as of this morning, which is also not good for tech. And it is also suggesting to people that inflation is a real concern. You're not going to go in for a low yielding 10-year bond if you think in 10 years that same dollar is going to be worthless because of inflation. And that's why people just flee out of the bond market. So overall, just very bearish on the day. There's no reason to be bullish today. Will we see some bounces? Yes. It never goes down in a straight line. Even on Monday, you saw some bounces along the way. Those were your opportunities to take advantage of those bear flags and get in on the bounce and then ride the next wave down. That's going to be part of my, thesis today. Although we're down so much already, I kind of want a bounce here before the market opens at 9:30. Now it's only 6:50 in the morning. You almost have 2.5 hours left to the bell. So the futures can definitely start to rise. And that's what I would be hoping for. Maybe a move back up to 4,300 at least, maybe more before where it crashed down here would be even better to then take shorts, put contracts during the trading day. I just don't know at this point. We're just going to have to wait and see. Stocks on watch. Now, this is something I also post over in Discord, but since it's so early in the morning, these are our pre-market gappers. These pre-market gappers are looking very, very, very weak today. The top gapper is just so weak. Let's see what the news is on this one. This announces, okay, FDA acceptance for filing new drug to treat uses. I don't know. So that's the catalyst. So what do I do after that? I go into this. I want to see the daily chart. So it looks like a couple of years ago, you have a big drop off here for a gap fill up to 15s. If you dial it in even more to what we're looking at, these are the levels. So you're sitting at 297 now. You first want to see it break the 310, then you have room up to 450. There's just a lot of overhead supply here. These are the key levels of resistance that you might see along the way. I don't know if the catalyst is even that good. To me, it doesn't even seem like there's that many people interested in it, but it is still early. But this is what I like to do. So the top gapper, I want to see where the previous areas are. Also, Palantir. This actually has an outstanding catalyst, a very, very good contract that they got. I mean, a huge contract that they got. It was almost $1 billion contract, if I can find the contract win here. Let's see. 823 million to provide data and analytics software to the Army. That is a monster contract, and they beat out another company for it. So they are going to be the sole provider going forward. That is massive. Palantir has been signing so many contracts. Now we go and look at the daily chart. This uptrend here got broken. This happened after the breakout. The breakout didn't hold and sold off. That's not very good. It's not good to not be able to hold your breakout levels and then to drop really, really big, which means that until we can see, and I'll pull up this 4-hour because it actually shows the bars for today. If it can come back, reclaim this trend line, which would be about 25.50 or so, and hold over 25.50 and close over 25.50, which would be a massive gain on the day, that can prove to me that maybe we have more room to go. It does have a great catalyst, but you have the overall market against you. So you're going to need to rely on the day traders today, which there's already 1.3 million shares of volume on it. So that's, a great start. That's a good sign, but it's a massively high float. Okay. Acer, it's got a 14 million share float. I like that way better, but you see that Acer kind of has some trouble, moving up, past certain levels. So I'm not very excited really about these. Palantir kind of made its move in after hours, and I did trade that here yesterday. See if I could show my trades here if they show up. Sometimes they just don't show. It's frustrating. But anyway, I traded it around this area right here. There you go. So I traded it over here just for a quick scalp, but it went another $2 past where I sold because it was already so extended when I got in. Coming up against this, you can see this trend line is definitely a well-respected trend line. I want to see it come back over that, and I want to see it come back over VWAP. Over 25.50 this morning, I would be way more, see, look at that, just failure. Over 25.50, you got to hold up, has to hold up. That's a pretty decent size sell-off, but who knows? Now maybe there's a move back to VWAP where you can scalp some. Anyway, it'll be on my watch list today. These are the things that I'm looking at and kind of just going through the motions at this point. It's a bad market this morning. There's just not there's just not much going on. I'm pretty sure that I'm the only one up so far this morning, although we do have one thumbs up by a future bright star, Tycho Cosmo. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Been doing very well in here. And, you know, that's another thing. If you guys do want to join the Discord, all of everything that I have in my brain at the moment goes into this community. All right. And it's really, I have to say, probably the most fun that I've had trading has been trading with this group. So I'm very, very happy that I started it. I'm happy to see the growth of it and the YouTube channel also. I thank all of you guys. So if you do want to get in, it's 99 bucks right now. So before the holidays start, it's $99 lifetime access. That's it. One-time payment until we start the monthly subscriptions. So I do recommend getting in now, but that's it. So I think that's where I'm going to end it here. I'm just going to be looking over a couple of things over here, and we'll just, you know, go from there. So this is sort of what I do in the morning, you know, just a lot of chart work, a lot of futures. I want to see those pre-market gappers. I like to look at where the 10-year treasury is. All the stuff I already post, so you guys don't even have to do that work. But that's just the work that I do. And also got to get the kids ready for school. So that's it, guys. Hit the thumbs up for the video. I'll see you back on the next one. Take care.